What's up? This is the first video, okay? For my new channel, Squibby Reacts, okay? You can call me Squib. Squibby, Squibito. Squibby, busy, dizzy, dirty, damn. Squibby, busy, dizzy, dirty, damn. Okay? Now, we got Nelson, okay? I'm building up my new channel, okay? I do have another channel, but I feel like channels die down. I feel like you reach your peak. Sometimes they can die down, and I want to just start out fresh, so I'm starting this out with this one, man. This is a banger. 19 charged in alleged Mexican Mafia conspiracy to kill LA rap artist Swifty Blue, a.k.a. Nelson. Now, I am going to give me a soundboard. Now, everybody knows me and Nelson, we had our little situations. I did a couple videos saying I wanted to catch a fade with Swifty. It did like 200,000 views on Instagram. It blew up. I've got seen for that. But this is crazy right here, okay? This is crazy. We'll read more into it, but I read some crazy stuff in this indictment. So let's go. Rafter Swifty Blue's target sprawling murder plot, prosecutors say. Okay, so we got Manuel Quintero, aka Snuffy. Okay, so Snuffy, a reputed member of the Mexican Mafia, put a hit on a rapper who was later stabbed in jail, prosecutors say. Okay. So, Los Angeles County prosecutors on Wednesday charged 19 people with conspiring to murder a rapper who allegedly angered a member of the Mexican Mafia, a prison-based syndicate of Latino gang members. Okay. So, I'm going to educate some of you dudes too, okay? Now, don't go around claiming, don't go around. This is the thing, bro, okay? Now, a lot of people, when they talk about gangs, they always do it from like the point of view of the person, like just the person, like that got the hit put on. They always just do it like the victim. But they never, there's always other sides to the story. There's always, you know what I mean? And what this one is Swifty Blue was going around and claiming, this is the thing, is a lot of these rappers, you listen to their music and they're repping that big 1-3. You know what I'm saying? They're running around 13 this, 13 that, Southside. Swifty was running around rapping saying Southern side, not the other side. He was repping it hard, So the thing is when you're out there and you're repping it, you got to answer. You have to answer to, you know what I'm saying? If you're claiming you're this big Southsider, big Sureño, people are going to come knocking on your door. And that's basically what happened here, is he was running around, because that does make people listen to your music, because they're like, I want to see this dude that's running around saying this. I want to listen to his music. So a lot of this has to do with Swifty trying to claim like he's this big time Sureño when he really wasn't, okay? So that's when the big dogs come knocking. Knock, 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 knock. Hey, why you ain't what you claim to be, homie. You ain't what you claim to be, doggy. And that's where it gets a slippery slope and a sticky situation, okay? This is what happens, okay? Now, that's why they say he rubbed some of the higher ups wrong, because he's running around claiming like he's this big time dude, and he's really not. A lot of these rappers, they are not what they claim to be, okay? That's why you keep seeing this stuff, okay? That's why you see Money Sign Sway, that situation you see, is because these rappers are claiming to be these big time gangsters But when it comes down to it, they're really not what they claim to be. Okay? All right, let's get back to it. So according to the complaint filed in the Los Angeles County Superior Court, accused Mexican Mafia member Manuel Snuffy Quintero issued an order in 2022 to kill Nelson. Yes, his name is Nelson. Okay, I know that's crazy. Who performs under the name Swifty Blue. Okay. In the complaint, prosecutors described a sprawling conspiracy that played out over TikTok messages and recorded jail calls, drawing in prisoners from Kern County Jail, inmates in downtown Los Angeles, gang members in Paramount, Southeast Los Angeles County. Okay, so there's a lot of people involved. Okay, one thing I want to say is this, is not everybody is a killer. Okay, so I know a lot of this is like, you know, they like to kill. It's not always to kill. A lot of times it's just to beat the dude up, to mess him up, to rough him up, to let him know, quit going around here acting like you're this big gangster when you're not, okay? Now, that's just kind of where it gets, you know, that's where it plays out in court. You got your defense, you know, and all that. But not everybody's killers. I'm sorry. You know, there's select few. There's some, as they say, they attacked him in the jail. They didn't kill him because the people who were probably not killers and didn't plan on killing them. They just planned on effing them up. You know what I'm saying? But Montero, 49, was arrested Wednesday. He had to enter a plea. It wasn't clear. Court records. A longtime member of Paramount Audio. Montero served time in prison, assault, manufactured meth, false imprisonment, court jail on New Year's. They just talk about like everything, you know. They called them, and then people are pissed off. You know, do what you gotta do, blah 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 blah. Angry with Arango, who could not be reached for comment. I mean, everybody was mad with Swifty, bro. Swifty was just, because he's just going around, you know, screaming he's this big gang member, but people were pressing him. People were smacking him. He just was making the hood look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, is a lot of this stuff is an image, you know. When you go around screaming you're this and that, and you're making this and that look bad, people are going to get mad. They're going to get upset, you know. They're going to get pissed. They're going to want to fuck you up and do what they got. You know what I'm saying? And says Swifty says everybody wants to be a gangster. No, not everybody does want to be a gangster, buddy. 8 months after spoke, person in TikTok message, stay away from the rapper, blah blah blah. They always are saying that. Stay away from Swifty, stay away from Swifty, blah, blah, Swifty. Stay away from him. Because Swifty, basically they're just telling people, don't go around screaming you're this big bad gangster when you're not. That's all they're saying. Don't do that because real gangsters are going to come. And that's anywhere. That's anywhere in America. You know what I'm saying? That's just anywhere really in life, you know, just certain things, you know. Even the presidents get into... You know, Trump might get on and say some crazy stuff, and then Russia's president will get on and say some crazy stuff, and then Iran's president even said, like, what's gonna happen tonight? It's gonna go down in history. You know, everybody, you know, tough guy, and then people call their bluffs, and you know, it's all pride and all that stuff. The only thing I want to say is I did read that right here. This is what I read. Both Gonzalez, his mother, they charged his mother. Okay, that's where it gets crazy, okay? Gonzalez was already, so that means Gonzalez was already in custody. He called his mom, who's Dominga Gonzalez, 66, was arrested Wednesday at her Bellflower home, according to the statement from the FBI. 2 days after mother, son, and spoke. Another jail inmate, Jonathan Dreamer. Man, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so... this is where it's like, all right. Now, I think basically what happened here is Gonzalez was locked up. He was trying to see what was going on with Swifty. But a lot of that stuff, it isn't just like murder. Like, it ain't just automatically just murder somebody. But a lot of people who are not in the streets, They don't understand. They just think anytime it's like do something to somebody, they think it's just automatically murder. It's not always murder. You know, it's beat them up, smash them, smack them. You know, just send a message, but you know that's their word versus theirs. But what a lot of people is like that no good, and if someone's good, if they ain't good, if they are good. Okay, there's just a difference to like if you mess with somebody that's supposed not good, you can become not good. So that's why a lot of that stuff, calling and trying to find out this person, that person, this and that, a lot of times it's not always just for hits or just for, you just want to know, like, you know, or if you got to beat them up. Is it smash them on sight? Is it this and that? It's not always killing somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. You know, I don't know in this situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't have all the transcripts. I don't know. And I'm not the people, you know, so I can't speak on this specific situation. But I'm just saying, and overall, a lot of times it's not always just to kill somebody or to, you know what I'm saying? You see if someone's good, basically if they mess with, you know, bad people, or if they're deemed no good, if their hood don't mess with them, then you don't want to be hanging with this dude. You know what I'm saying? So, inmates were let out of their cells. I read all about that when he got attacked or whatever. But I don't know. Dude's been walking around doing videos, and so that's why I wonder, like, I mean, I know they said they put graffiti on his Swifty Blue 187, but dude's been all around. So that's why I wonder, you know, like, I mean, you know, you'll just see, you know what I'm saying? They're going to obviously try to get him conspiracy to commit murder, but it'll just all play out in court, you know what I'm saying? And so that's basically it. But yeah, I just, well, you know, I wanted to get on here and talk about this on my new channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Squibby Reacts. I'm going to be reacting to everything, man. And y'all know what it is, man. Squibby, busy, dizzy, dirty, dime. And I'm out. Let's go. And yeah, it's just crazy situation, man. Crazy situation. I don't know. I don't think it was all just to kill Swifty Blue. This is my opinion now. I don't think I feel like if they wanted him gone, I feel like they could have did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why dude's been all around. You know, I think they just were trying to send a message to beat him up or something like that. You know, I don't really think it was. But who knows? You know, it'll all play out in court, and we'll all see. You know, but young Squibby, and I'm out.